Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. If you jump on here live here on this Tuesday evening, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure to give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. And I apologize that my microphone is not as pretty as it used to be. Hey there, Kevron. Glad to have you here. But the truth is, my mouth is so big, I can do these videos without a microphone. I really don't need one. But when you're on YouTube, it looks professional to have a microphone. So I have one, so I use it. But in reality, I could stand top of the mountaintop with no microphone, and probably 10,000 people could hear me talk. I don't need one. But I've had this one since I started the channel. But my daughter uses this table a lot to do random things on because it's so big and spacious. And she moves this microphone stand back and forth all the time. And I told her she was eventually going to break it. And she has, and that's why it no longer sits like this. Now it's turned up that way. But I want to go ahead and come on here tonight and do this week's top 10 countdown, because I didn't do one last week because I was covering high school baseball and I got home late. And tomorrow night I'll be covering high school baseball and I might get home late. And I didn't want to go 2 straight weeks without doing a top 10 countdown. I try to do one every single week. And this week's top 10 countdown is a countdown that I don't think I've talked about before. Out of all the different randomness and random topics that I've talked about on top 10 countdowns that are not about sports or wrestling, I don't think I've done one on this topic, which is why I chose this topic. And it's something that I'm really not at all passionate about, but a lot of people are. It's kind of like the whole toilet paper thing. To me, it's not a big deal. It works the same way either way. Hey there, 310, and hey there, Eric. Glad to have y'all here. If this is y'all's first time stopping by the channel, thank you so much for coming by. Feel free to give the video a like and a thumbs up, and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Tell your friends, tell your family. But anyway, back to the toilet paper thing. Hey there, glad you're checking in from DC. That is a Clemson flag behind me there, and I'm a huge Clemson fan. No matter how I turn my camera, the background would be Clemson related. Everything behind me is Clemson, and I did it that way on purpose so that when people come by the channel and stop by for the first time, they can say, oh, he's a Clemson fan, because this is not a Clemson channel. So there's many videos I do where Clemson never gets mentioned. So if I don't put Clemson in the background, you would never know who I pull for. But that flag that says 2018 National Champions kind of makes it obvious who I pull for. But I've also got a Dabo Swinney poster behind me. I've got a window with a Clemson throw covering it up. So it's all Clemson behind me. But the toilet paper thing to me is not a big deal. To me, it works the same either way. But you have people that swear up and down it has to go over or under. I think that's stupid. It makes no sense. Well, I feel the same way about this week's top 10 countdown. That's cars. I know people that swear up and down that, hey, you know, I'm a Ford man, or I'm a Chevy man, or I'm a Toyota man. It's never made any sense to me. I mean, like, yeah, you can say, hey, I like the body of a Chevrolet, or I like the body of a Toyota. But if you're going to tell me that you go to a dealership and you won't buy a car, even if it's on, you know, a good sale and it's $20,000 off MSRP, but you won't buy it because it's a Ford or a Chevrolet, to me that's stupid. A car is supposed to get you from point A to point B. If it does that, I don't care what the logo on the front and back says, but you have people that swear up and down by, one certain car. So I thought, you know what? Let's do a top 10 countdown about cars. It's the top 10 best-selling cars of 2024. Now, I just got on Google and typed up top 10 best-selling cars and found this list. It was not off a certain website. It was just off the Google homepage. But you can go to just about any website and find 8 or 9, if not all 10 of these same cars, just different order. But according to the Google homepage, this is the top 10 best-selling cars of 2024. And I'll tell you how many units of that kind of vehicle were sold last year. Hey there, Tyler. Glad to have you here, and thank you for subbing. Eric, I greatly appreciate it. Number 10, GMC Sierra sold 216,248 last year. Hey there, Austin. Glad to have you here. Number 9, Honda Civic, and we sold 242,005. Number 8, a Nissan Rogue, 245,724. Number 7, Toyota Corolla, 283,098. And number 6, Toyota Camry, 309,875. And no, Austin, I did not know that because mine records automatically. So it's going to record no matter what time it comes on. So I didn't know that. Again, 10 through 6, GMC Sierra, Honda Civic, Nissan Rogue, Toyota Corolla, and Toyota Camry. Number 5, Chevrolet Silverado, 344,022 units sold last year. Number 4, Tesla Model Y, 372,613. Number 3, Honda CRV, 402,791. Number 2, Ford F-150, 460,915. And I know that the Ford F-150 has been America's best-selling truck, I think 8 or 9 years in a row now, which tells you, number 1, can't be a truck. Number 1 is the Toyota RAV4 with 475,193. And that is the top 10 best-selling cars of 2024. Any thoughts on any of this, please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. It's more of a question tonight. Number 1, Tyler, was a Toyota RAV4, and America sold 475,193 Toyota RAV4s last year. So in the top 10, there's 3 Toyota vehicles: a Toyota Corolla, a Toyota Camry, and a Toyota RAV4. So I think it's pretty obvious that Toyotas are pretty common. It is for the last 9 years for Ford F-150. I knew it was 8 or 9. I heard a commercial on the radio, as a matter of fact, Tyler, last week about Ford, and it said the Ford F-150 was America's top-selling truck for so-and-so years. I just forgot the exact number. I thought it was 8 or 9 or somewhere along there. But tonight's dad joke of the day is more of a question, but it's funny to think about, but it's not really a joke. But it's the truth. How is it that hard-shell tacos survive the factory, the delivery trucks, the stores, but then they break as soon as you put something inside of them? And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.